name is Jonel, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Hugh-Gene. Hugh, how are you?
Fine. All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving for most of our Americans who probably don't know that. So, there's an elephant in the room. And that elephant's name is Deswayne.
Wow.
Des.
I am hurt.
Last week.
You call me an elephant?
Get out of here. Last week, myself and Hugh-Gene did an episode alone.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us why? Because you were missing. Literally, I was so worried about you. Calling my mom was worried about you. We almost called your mom in a different country. What happened?
Okay. If I'm going to be 150% honest. Now, don't judge me, everybody. So.
They've already started to judge.
No,
the minute you say don't
did.
judge me, people start to judge.
So last week, Monday, October 4th, was my birthday. Mm-hmm. We know that because I was very excited for it. I was like, yeah, I'm coming to the podcast with so much energy. They're going to have to turn my mic off. That wasn't the plan, but that was the plan. So 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I make my son breakfast, drop him to school for 8:15. Okay, I come back home. I had to go somewhere else for 9:30, so stay awake, obviously. So I leave, I get back home, it's 10:30.
I think you're forgetting to mention that you did come off of a 12-hour
Oh, a 12-hour shift. I didn't say that. No. Yeah. Okay,
so I started with 8 a.m.
Oh, so I worked 12 hours the night before, so I haven't slept in now over
Wait, you have one eyelash. Turn. It's hanging in front of your eye.
I was wondering I just thought I was going blind, so I just let it be.
No, it was
Thank you.
about to
Make a
fall
wish. No, it's too late. So I worked the 12-hour shift, so now I've been up for about 18 hours. No problem. Pish posh. So somebody was coming to drop off a birthday present for me and hang out for a bit at 12:30. It is now 10 something. I might as well stay awake. So they also came out with the 4th season of On My Block. I have to binge this. Come on, that doesn't even make why would an episode a day? So I'm binging it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting tired. So I have some oil drops that are THC oil drops. So I was like, let me just take 2. It will keep me awake. So I took 2. Bitter. 2. And then to get the bitterness out, I had gummy bears right beside it. So I had 2 gummy bears.
Des, were these regular gummy bears?
I forgot they were edibles.
No, you didn't forget.
No, I did. I swear to you. When I took the gummy bears, I was not thinking about the edible aspect of it.
Who likes
I
sweets,
don't.
So why would you just have regular gummy bears laying around?
No, I didn't think about it. And then as soon as I took the gummy bears, I was like, nah, I'll be fine. So now I'm binging On My Block. When I realized I wasn't fine, when I was on episode 3, and I was bawling my eyes out, but nothing sad is going on. And it all went downhill from there. So 12:30, when my friend came to happy birthday, I was in shambles, absolute pieces. And I fell asleep. And I woke up the next day.
So you fell asleep by 12:30 p.m.?
By 12:30, 1 o'clock.
And you woke up?
1 a.m.
So, long story short is you...
for sure.
You drugged yourself
and
passed out for 12 hours.
I was so tired. I woke up and I felt like...
You drugged yourself.
Have you ever woke up from a sleep and you're like, wow, that is a sleep. Oh my God. I slept for 12 hours. I couldn't tell you the last time I slept for 6. It felt so good.
So most of my sleep's like that. Just wake up ooh.
How?
I prioritize my sleep.
I do too.
Clearly not.
Don't?
They're all naps.
You said you barely ever get 6.
Yeah, because they're all naps.
Jesus Christ.
I have things to do.
And this is how
what, edibles?
I see what you did there. That was a good one.
No, Des.
That was a good one.
You had people worried about you.
I know, everyone is so
trying to
sweet.
figure out what's going on.
So many people called me and were so worried.
Well, it was also your birthday, so you're getting extra calls and messages, birthday messages.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're also missing, so it's wait,
complete
what?
Missing. And my cousin decided to go on his social media and put that I'm so drunk and I'm having a party and it's turned. So I got a whole bunch of hate messages from people for not inviting them to this non-existent party. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Are we supposed to feel bad for you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Open the card that I got you.
It's not mine.
Read it
My
out loud
name is not Desi D18.
Read it out loud to the class. You're going to feel bad.
Oh my gosh, she wants me to read it out loud. I can't even see. Oh, things are just falling. I didn't look at it. I don't know what it is yet. On your birthday, Hugh, don't look at it either.
I can't see it.
Okay. On your birthday, here's to those people who make this world a better place because of who they are. Is that me?
Open the card, weirdo.
Oh, okay.
I actually meant just read what I wrote, but
Wait, where's? Oh,
let's get it together.
happy birthday!
My mom got me that SIM card.
Yeah.
I said, don't look at it.
That's no.
Happy birthday, Des. I'm so proud of the man. I'm so proud of the man that you are and the person you continue to grow into. And you should be very proud of yourself, too. I hope your 28th year is one of the best yet. Love always. Joe.
Yeah, see, I wrote that. I'm proud of the person you're becoming while you drugged yourself and passed out.
That's so weird. Coincidence, don't you think?
Yes.
You're right. It was a great start to like so far. Being 28 has been absolute.
No, you're a mess. It's been an absolute mess. That's
Absolute
what it
mess.
is.
Yeah.
It's
been 1 week of shambles.
You're so stupid. But anyways,
I missed you guys though. Thank you. You're about to say happy birthday.
Belated from the podcast.
Thank you.
I also had an eventful week. Well, not a full week. The last few days. So what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, like 5 days actually.
Did they fix the? Never mind.
Fix what?
The pavement.
You're so funny. No, I was at a cottage for a friend's birthday. And it was good. You know, met some new friends. I had the biggest takeaway from that for me was that like I love having like mature, well-traveled friends because there were 2 flight attendants and a pilot there. And it's like talking about like, oh, you know, when I was in Phuket, this happened, and in Buenos Aires, we did this, and like just hearing like so many different stories. And like you guys know I love to travel. I was like, oh my God, I want this to be me. But it was really fun. It was cool. And again, it was a weekend with a lot of drinking, but not as much as I still think it was a lot more that weekend with the when I
took a tumble.
Yes. Yeah. So it was still much better. I mean, at the cottage though, you always you drink, but it's more of a like slow paced all day type of drinking rather than like it's nighttime, let's just do a bunch of shots. Yeah, so
that's good.
That was that. Hugh, how was your week being?
I haven't done shit. No, that vacation just started. I don't have a car yet, so I've just kind of been just doing what I normally do, just working out. I'm gonna start going back to Muay Thai this week because I've noticed I feel antsy. Like I noticed the days where I'm supposed to go, I start like tapping around a lot, and I start kicking the air and kneeing stuff. So I'm gonna start doing that again because I need it. I need that chaos to get to the peace.
Okay.
And yeah.
You did mention to me that you decided to watch Squid Games because everyone has been watching it.
It's overrated. It's good, but it's overrated.
Well, hang on. You're jumping ahead of what I was gonna say. Thank you. For those who don't, I mean, I'm sure most people, even if you haven't watched it, have heard of it because the internet, you know, went crazy for it. But do you want to give like just like a brief summary? Like, how would you describe it, Des, to someone who hasn't heard of it? Like without spoiling it though.
The first episode is really good.
Well, that's not how you just like describe what the show is about.
It's a bunch of people who are in financial trouble in real life. They get a chance to win a lot of money by playing games.
Childhood games. Yeah.
And it's not what they expect.
Yeah, I think that's a good way.
That was good.
That's a good way to put it.
Dun, dun,
yeah,
dun, dun.
it's a Korean Netflix series.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's funny. Some of the people this weekend were like, it's funny because you say you found it overrated, Hugh. Someone this weekend, the birthday girl, I think it was, said that she found it to be like one of the best shows that she's ever seen. And like that seems to be what I'm hearing a lot, like one of those two opinions. Like it was good, but it was but you know, some people are like, I love it, it was great. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like I think it was really good. Like I enjoyed it. Do I think it's the best show ever? No, but I did really enjoy it. It was good.
That person hasn't watched a lot of shows then. If they thought it was the best show ever. They've not watched like Sopranos and all that kind of shit.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, they clearly haven't watched a lot of shows.
I watched a show on Netflix that's very similar to that. And
there's lots of stories that are similar to that.
And the one that I watched it first, and then I watched Squid Game. So when I watched Squid Game, I was like, no, this is stupid.
What was the one that was similar?
It was called Alice in Borderland.
It's similar to like the old Japanese movie, Battle Royale.
Battle Royale with the kids.
Yeah, it's like that, and there's another show, another Asian show
it's not a concept that is.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not like
whoa, but it's well done. The actors are all really good.
The actors were great. Actors were good.
As long as like it, obviously watching it in like an English dub is gonna throw it off because that's what I asked the people this weekend who had seen it. I was like, oh, did you watch it in the English dub? And you too, right? I think I asked you that.
I did both.
Yeah, I started off with subtitles as well, but like I didn't know how much I would enjoy it. And like when you're watching a show with subtitles, you have to pay attention, like because if you look away, you're not gonna you can't hear it and understand it. So I was like, nah, let me just do the English dub. And like it did take me a second to adjust because I'm like, oh god, it's bad. But like the dubbing was bad, but the acting was good. It was interesting. But the idea of Squid Games. That was the title of the show was Games with an S. You don't have to Google it. It's fine. Whatever. Either way, the concept is very interesting. Now, that was based off of childhood games in Korea. Now, let me ask you, if that was based in Canada, what are some of the childhood games that you think we would have been competing in if that were the case? Ooh, the silence.
I'm gonna go with Ready.
Yeah,
Ready. I want to say Helicopter.
So what's Red A? That's the one with the tennis ball in the wall, right?
And you throw the tennis ball against the wall. If somebody catches it, they get to whip the ball at you. But if you have to try and run and touch the wall first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they throw the ball at you and they miss, they also have to go run and touch the wall before somebody gets the ball and hits them. That's one that like
old people would not be good at.
I don't give a fuck what old people. They die.
Hey,
look
at
the show.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
I feel like Helicopter should be on that list.
What's Helicopter?
I think the helicopter with
the skipping rope.
You wave it in the air and then
helicopter,
you put it down.
please come down. Only everywhere.
I never played that.
And then and then the skipping rope goes from the air to the ground. You have to jump over it, and if it hits you in the ankles, you're out.
Could you imagine if that was a blade? Oh my god.
No, but it wasn't a blade.
No, I'm just saying if it was in the kind of game
normal, but you just got. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
I almost did, but
he used to get killed.
Oh my god.
People have seen the show by now.
Hugh, but don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy to spoil it for people. Because you only just recently watched it a few days ago. Yeah, but if
I've said it's similar to Battle Royale, they know what the
No, because they have to know what Battle Royale is, Hugh. I don't.
Oh, well.
Don't be that guy. I do think that, I thought of the What's the Time, Mr. Wolf?
What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah. No, well, is that, you say, what's the time, Mr. Wolf?
What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
How's that game
someone's the wolf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you ask the time, and like every time they say the time, you can like get closer to them, right?
Oh, it's like red light, green light.
Almost,
yeah. It's the same, it's a similar.
Yeah.
Kind of, but then when they say dinner time, they turn around, and if they grab you or catch you, then you're dead.
Yeah.
Octopus.
Octopus. What is the name? Is like it sounds familiar, but like I don't.
So you have one person who's the octopus.
No,
and everyone lines up on the other side.
Oh, yes.
And they have to try and run through.
Yes.
And if you get caught, you're seaweed, and then you can't move, but you can touch people.
Right. So you're trying to run from one side of like a gym or whatever to the other, but if you get tagged, you're frozen, and you are also trying to tag the other people.
But you cannot move.
But you can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
That
I used to love playing that.
That game could have been very violent if you
very,
wanted it to, because the octopus it'd be cool if the octopus could like tackle people.
You
Because
would
that's
love
the
that.
vibe it kind of came. It's
Yeah.
like octopus, you're like,
Yeah. When you're the octopus, you're like, oh, you're all dead.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna go for the weak ones first.
Losers.
You know you are.
I think you know what was played often, but this was like a I don't know, we in my different school classes in elementary school, we always used to play Heads Up 7-Up.
Yeah, that was like the when it's raining.
It was an indoor game. Yeah. But I feel like that's a staple for all like Canadian kids.
Yeah.
Red Rover.
I never played Red Rover.
We've talked about it on the podcast. It's like 2 lines. You're linking hands, and we would be like, we call Hugh-Gene over, but like me and Des are holding hands, and you got to run through and break
Yeah, I'm saying we never played
through.
that.
And if you don't, then you join our team, or you're eliminated.
Trust would be on there. Have you guys didn't play Trust in school?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
But you know what it is.
No.
What? Trust is only 2 people. So one person is standing in front, like on maybe like a stool or something, and they have to close their eyes and they like cross their arms across their chest, and they have to fall back.
Oh, like a trust fall.
Is that what it's called? Trust fall? We just call it trust.
No, I've never heard it described like that, but yeah,
Yeah.
like a trust fall.
Yeah. We play that all the time. It was great. We just put the mats underneath because I'm petty.
Is that a game though?
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah. People know about trust falls. I think that the 2 that would have to be on there would be grounders.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought it was
when
gonna
you're
be.
on a when you're on a like you're playing on a playground, and then someone calls. There's someone who like Des. You describe it. You do it better than me.
So you have one person who is quote unquote it. So they have to stay on the floor, eyes closed, and everybody else they cannot be on the floor. Let's say the sand or whatever the playground is on, grass.
Or that like spongy asphalt that they always have on.
Let's say that is lava for the sake of it. So nobody can be down there except for the person who's it, but they have to keep their eyes closed. Everybody's running around. You can go on the floor, but once the person on the ground, once a person who is eyes are closed yells grounders, anybody who is on the ground is it. However, people cheat like crazy.
Is out, you mean?
Is out?
Yeah.
Oh, we just switched. Like, you're it now.
Oh, no. I used to play it where, like,
eliminated.
If the person who's it calls out grounders and you're on the ground, you're not, like, on the slide or on the monkey bar. Like, you're up, then you're out.
Okay. We just switched. Like, you're it.
Because what if multiple people are on the ground?
Then they're both it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I never played like that.
I almost got concussed because I thought I was cool enough to run up the slide with my eyes closed. And, yeah. Slipped. I missed the whole I took one step on the slide. My next step was off the slide and head first.
Oh, was it one of those curvy slides?
No, it was a straight slide. That's why I thought I could do it. What a loser.
I think the final game, like the last one, would be Manhunt.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. You know Manhunt, Hugh? How do you play it for the people who don't know?
Just hunt the man.
No.
Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory.
No, but people don't know these.
Manhunt is like a game of tag, but instead of...
It's like to the extreme.
Yeah, instead of
it's
like...
It's similar to Capture the Flag a little bit.
Yeah, but there's no flag.
There's no flag.
Yeah.
But the idea is like you play kind of in teams. Well, we've always played it like... Literally, they let us go like into like the woods. Like we go into like a
that's
forest.
what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you're hunting.
And literally, one person is hunting, and you just it's like survival.
Or they would do like Predator and Prey. That would be fun.
It's kind of like Cops and Robbers too.
Yeah.
Like the cops are trying to get.
And then when you get it, they join your team, and then you guys are finding the last person is always the hardest because that person is like swift because they know they're the last. Everyone's looking for you, and you're just like nah.
Really? I've always felt... I mean, sometimes. When I would play this as a kid, sometimes the last person gets found so easily because there's so many other people, like, looking for you. Or, like, people snitch, like, over there. Like, you know?
Yeah. I remember there's one time we were looking for my friend, and he literally went home. And we were searching, and he died once he found out how long we were searching for him.
That's
He's
funny.
like, I thought you guys would
that's
have just gave
horrible.
up. Horrible. I was so mad.
No, but you don't give up because what?
Why would I
leave
give up?
them in the woods?
Why would I give up?
But yeah, I think because it can get so extreme, it's literally called Manhunt. I feel like that'd be a good like final game to play. But yeah, I think the concept of Squid Game is really interesting. It's fun. It was fun, despite feeling like it's overrated.
No, it was still good. It was just overrated. It wasn't worth the hype.
I will disagree with both you guys. It was. I
You didn't enjoy it?
I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was just.
But I haven't seen Alice in Borderland, so like I had
even if I didn't watch.
Oh, is that the anime?
No, it's not. It's like real. It's a manga, but it's real life people.
But was there that girl with red eyes?
No.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Kagiguru.
I guess.
That's the card game.
I don't know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyways, we are going to jump ahead to, well, not ahead because it's now. But we are going to get to a listener question. If you are listening to this right now and you want to be a part of the conversation, whether that means you have a question, you have a story, you have just something you want to share, please be free. Like, we would love to hear from you. You can write in to us at thissquareroom.com/ask. You can choose to be anonymous if you would like. If not, we'd love to hear your name. If you've written in before, feel free to write in again. We always love follow-ups. But yes, okay, so this one is from Anonymous, and they say the subject is, am I the problem?
If you're asking, the probably answer is yes.
So they said, hey everyone, this is my absolutely favorite podcast, and I would be honored if you would answer my question. But please don't say my name. I'm a woman.
What's your name? What is it?
I'm a woman in my 20s, and I've recently been talking to this guy.
Sorry, can I stop you for a second? Mm-hmm. Hugh, what name are we giving her? Everybody else got a name. I say Candace.
Sure.
Okay, Candace.
Why?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Candace 17. No, you say Candace Everdeen?
Yep, it's Katniss, but
it's Katniss.
Same shit.
No, it's not.
Same shit.
Okay, so Candace is in her 20s.
Oh my gosh, Hugh just threw me off with that. Candace Everdeen. That's the bootleg. That's the bootleg version. Yes, I'm a woman in my 20s, and I've recently been talking to this guy. Things were going great. We were going out on dates, talking all the time. The connection was great. I was enjoying our time together and never once asked, what are we, or tried to push him into anything. He constantly told me how refreshing it was to talk to me in comparison to other people he's dated in the past. And he's professed his adoration of me.
Adoration, that's a great word. Look at that.
Yeah.
Adoration. Wow. I'm not even being like a cunt. That's a I haven't heard that word like described in that, like used in that way. Good job. You're a smart cookie, man. Adoration. I'm gonna use that. You're my adoration. That's a fucking.
You're my adoration.
That guy's a smart. No wonder that guy's a smart guy. That's a pussy dripper word. Man.
I just want you to know the guy didn't use the word.
But I thought that she's saying what he said.
No, she's just saying he professed his.
Oh, never mind then. Well, he did something right though.
For her to pick that
use
word.
that word, yeah. Adoration.
He's professed his adoration of me on many different occasions.
How do you spell that?
Hugh, can we get through the question first? Yeah. Okay. So now a couple weeks turns into a couple months, 2 months of talking. Everything is wonderful. Truly. He's slowly becoming one of my closest friends too, which is nice. Which is so nice. Sorry.
That's so good.
But then almost overnight, things start to change. He becomes more distant, has less time to talk to me. When I asked him if everything was okay, he said yes, and he was just busy. But he's also told me that he's the type that likes to talk to friends, family, and close people all the time. He's very sociable and loves to be on the phone or see me regularly, even when he's been busy in the past. So I don't know what's different now.
Yo, is somebody writing about me? Holy crap, this sounds personal. Yo, I feel attacked.
Literally, nothing changed on my end or how I interact with him. So I have to wonder, did he just lose interest? Is there someone else? Or is he truly just busy? How does someone go from good morning and good night text to hardly talking to you, yet telling you it's just because they have a lot going on with work, which is a 9-to-5 job? Surely there has to be a little more time for me, considering his job hasn't changed since we met and he hasn't received a promotion or a change in position. What do you think? I would love to get your opinions, because at this point I have no idea, but I don't want to keep asking him if everything is okay because I don't want to annoy him, but something just doesn't feel right to me. Thank you all and have a great day.
You probably just lost interest.
No, you don't know them. It's not personal. I promise. It's not personal.
Well, if it's personal and you've done this,
I am sweating over here. Like, whoa.
Clearly,
I was.
No, but clearly you.
No, I'm ready. I do. I'm ready. No, you got. Oh, you want me to go now?
It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know if I mean, it's okay. Well, what I will say, since you maybe have a different personal take, so someone actually sent me this today. Let me find it because I have it in my thing on Instagram. And it was something similar, like a girl, it was like a TikTok, and a girl was like, oh, like this guy was about to be my boyfriend and then he stopped talking to me, like what happened? And then the guy like stitched it. And then I'll play it 1 second. So you don't hear her talk because it's like words on the screen, but she's like, oh, just when I think I find my boyfriend and things are going great, then he ghosts me and I'm wondering what's wrong with me. So I'll play that. Yeah, he randomly stops.
Because there's a whole new girl in the picture. If y'all gonna listen to anybody out here, bro, it should be me. God's energy, it just doesn't change, bro. It only changes when there's a whole new person in the picture. Like there's somebody else that's getting their attention. 99% of the times, y'all ain't even doing anything wrong. That's just how some guys are. Well, yeah, now y'all know what it is, but as soon as y'all see that energy change...
What? So when you see all that energy change, then what?
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That he cut it off, and then it was starting to replay. That's all. So it's funny. I was sent that today. So reading that's what that reminds me of. But like, I'm not a man, so I'm gonna mostly leave it to you guys. But in case it didn't come through on the microphone very well, all he said was, a guy's energy just won't change like that. Like if he's really feeling you, it's just not gonna change out of nowhere. And what we call her, Candace. Candace, you seem to be expressing the fact that, like, you know, your energy hasn't changed either. So like things were going great, and then all of a sudden it was him. Like you didn't change how you were interacting. You didn't change, like you didn't try to push him into a relationship and scare him away. So I mean, I would have to say that maybe there's someone else, but I don't know. What do you guys think as men? Hugh?
No, I think you take this.
Well, he wants to go last. That's why he's staying quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think don't overthink it. He just probably lost interest in you. It's simple as that. If you guys were just talking as friends, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you guys were talking. You didn't really establish what you guys were going to be.
She said they went on dates and they were talking. They were not in a relationship, but she said they were talking.
So you weren't anything. That's
right.
the thing. So there's nothing set in stone of what you may be in the future. You're just friends. That's how you describe it. So the dates don't even really matter then, I guess. Yeah, he probably just lost interest and found either just probably he saw it wasn't going anywhere. So he just lost interest and went off and found someone else, or just lost interest and just decided to stop talking and investing time into it. It could be something simple. Something is that simple. Should he communicate and let know? I think ghosting, like just disappearing like that, is wrong. I think he should.
Well, I think she also said that. Let me just pull it up to make sure I'm reading the right thing. But who's calling me? Wait. Oh, sorry. Okay. I said I picked up by accident, but I didn't. Yeah, she said that he keeps reassuring her that he's just busy. Yeah,
because you always want to be honest.
Right, but that's stringing someone along at this point.
It's not right, but like I said, most likely just lost interest, so just move on. Stop trying to chase it, because then you're gonna come off as what?
No, go ahead.
And then you're just gonna come off as clingy and desperate, I guess. So let's move on. He may have found someone else new. It could be there's could be so many reasons why he doesn't want it. He stopped talking to you, but just move on with your life. You know, it is what it is. Learn from your experience and then keep going. All right, Des, this is
okay. So Candace, if I don't know you, thank God, but I did feel attacked. So I will say that they're actually both very right. Now, where you messed up is not setting any boundaries. You did that to yourself. From you being like, I'm not pressing him about relationship or anything like that. That gives, I'm going to say me. I'm going to call this guy me. That gives me leeway to do anything I want to do, and you have no say. Yeah. So if me and you are going on dates, we aren't anything like Hugh said. We're just friends. It doesn't matter. No. We're going out to eat. You're looking into it like, oh my God. I promise you, he's not looking at it like that. He doesn't mind spending the time with you. It's cool. But at the end of the day, he can also be talking to Jennifer, Whitney, and somebody else. Yeah. And you cannot say anything about it.
And Jennifer and Whitney and someone else, like, I'm not saying you have to go and clap cheeks with the guy. But Jennifer and Whitney and whatever
are busting it open.
Probably too. So
she didn't specify if she
did. That's what he was saying.
I'm doubting it since he just disappeared. And you've been talking for months, so I doubt it. I don't know.
But I also feel like as a woman, I'm gonna defend her a little bit, because if they're just talking, like she said, a couple weeks turned into a couple months, but 2 months, like, to be like, what are we? Like, I wouldn't want to push someone either.
It sounds
2 months, I don't
crazy.
think it's quick. I don't think that's fast at all. I think figure it out.
It really is like all communication. That's really all it is. And when you guys say you don't want to push anything, as a guy that used to be of this man's caliber, as soon as I hear you don't want to push anything, oh my God, that's the best thing. That's the best thing you could ever say.
No expectations.
Yes, you are different than these other girls, because these other girls are going to ask me, what are we, when they feel like it's getting emotional. When you don't ask me what are we, don't ask me ever. Like, we are just doing what we're doing, and that's that. So for him being distant now, 1,000,000% there's another girl. Somebody brand new, somebody a little bit more intriguing, as much as it sucks. So now
they might not even be more intriguing. They might just clap cheeks.
Well, only because they're brand new.
Well, they're brand new.
Yeah, if it's somebody old, I'm not going to spend that time with them. Yeah. It's just going to be in and out, because I already know. But when it's somebody brand new, you invest that time in the person, and you show them what they want to see. So now that, you and him have been doing this for a couple months, you are no longer brand new. I know your ins, I know your outs, I know your routine. And now that it feels like me and you are boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm going to take a step back, because I don't want you to think that. So I'm going to be distant with you. And now I'm going to meet somebody else new.
Well, his energy is now going to
somebody else.
Those
Exactly.
good mornings and good nights.
Good mornings and good night. Exactly.
Interesting.
So, like, I remember I used to do good mornings because I'm going to sleep. I work nights. So if I text someone good morning, I know you're getting up. I'm not thinking anything of it. Just good morning. However, from other people's standpoint, perspective-wise, oh my God, he's messaging me every morning, good morning. It's probably not that serious to him, but if it's serious to you, you not saying anything of what you want, you're putting him in control. From he's in control, it's over.
If 2 months of talking, that's totally fine to figure out if you guys are consistently talking, meaning you guys are spending tons of hours together via off the phone and in person, that's totally fine to figure out what are you.
Yeah.
To ask, hey, are we going to be a relationship? Are we just, I don't know if you're fucking, but just fuck buddies? Are we just friends? Are we going to move on to a more serious relationship? Figure that out. That's how people fuck themselves over.
100%.
That's how people constantly fuck themselves over, because they never say, what are we? They're in this weird, stupid limbo kind of thing.
I agree with that.
And you set yourself up for failure.
Let me ask you guys, you two, this, because we don't know like what his situation was, right? Like, what if he really, was busy and trying to like work on himself?
If he was, he would have told her before she even felt the need to say something to him, because she started asking him like, did I do something like what? And he's like, no, I'm busy with work, I'm busy with this. If nothing has changed, those are excuses. I use them.
Yeah, those are just excuses. He doesn't want to tell you the truth. He doesn't want to tell you there's someone else does. Because
the second I tell you, I know where this is going, and I don't want to hear that.
He doesn't want to hurt your ego and whatnot. Yeah, multiple things.
So in a sense, Hugh is right, where it's like, it does suck, but you're gonna have to
move on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick up your own emotions and just be like, yeah, I'm not doing this,
and learn from this situation where it is your own fault. Sorry to say that. You got to set your boundaries.
But as women, we are also told that men find it pushy when women are like, what are we? Where do you see this going?
We also like when you hit on us. We also like when you guys make the first move. So that's the thing. It's up to you.
Right. To be hit on though is different than to be
But
feeling like you're being pushed into a relationship.
Here's what I would say. Figure it out. You got to take risks. If the guy feels like, oh, he's too pushy, find a new guy that's going to be fine with that and that knows what he wants. Simple. You got to take risks. If you're not willing to take risks, you're gonna have situations like this, or you're gonna have situations like that girl that's fucking with the fuckboy. You're gonna put yourself in this perpetual shit loop, and you're like, learn from this. That's what I say. Take accountability. This is your own fault. It's not the guy. It's not like all guys are trash. Don't be one of those girls. Please don't. It's your own fault. You gotta look. And just learn from it.
I hear you, Hugh.
What?
And what you're saying is right. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's right, but
I don't know if it's right.
It's not her fault.
You didn't set boundaries.
Because I don't think talking for a few weeks to a month or two is necessarily enough where you need to set those boundaries. Because I, as a woman, I'm also a woman in my 20s, and I've been told by men that they find that pushy. So as women, we're just like, you know what? Let me just enjoy talking to this person and let it go natural. But you can't say it's her fault when she's being told that's what it is.
It's still your fault.
He should also learn to be like,
it's
be respectful.
It's both.
You're talking to this girl all day, every day, just like be straight up.
Both of them aren't here. I'm just talking to her, and I'm telling her what you should do in the future. Set your boundaries. This is how you get into This is how you get in those stupid situationships. This is why relationships are so fucked up now, because everyone has these stupid toxic relationships and don't communicate to each other. So in the future, once again, 2 months is not like, it's not like you're hanging out once or twice. It's not like you're talking once or twice. In 2 months,
I'm seeing you every day.
You're probably
3 times a week.
You're spending hours, and you're probably getting vulnerable with each other.
You're cuddling, you're pillow talking.
That's enough time to be like, hey, what is this? People get married within 6 months.
That's a good point.
People get married 6 months, so figure that out. So that's why I'm saying, I'm gonna go back. It's your own fault. You did not set boundaries. If you don't want to accept it, so be it. You're probably gonna make the same mistake again, but accept it because you know it's your own fault. Because it says, is this my own fault? In the back end, this is kind of my own fault because I didn't set boundaries.
No, she said, am I the
But
problem?
But that's the answer is right there. It is your own fault. Set the boundaries. Figure out what you want. If you know what you want too. Do you know what's your intention with talking to multiple people too?
No, she wanted this guy.
She didn't say multiple people.
But I'm talking about just in general. What do you want in the long run? Are you just trying to find a friend? Sure. If you're just trying to find some pee-pee, there's quicker ways to do that. If you're trying to find a boyfriend,
she definitely thought she.
So it seems like she's looking for a relationship. Be set in stone and have that intention with dating. Don't do we're just friends. You're not friends. You're not. It's not friends. You're like you guys are. You clearly have some sort of romantic intention with this person. So just learn from it. Don't beat yourself up too much. Don't overthink it because you're just gonna fuck yourself over. Just understand what it is. Learn from the situation and set your boundaries and then stay true to those boundaries that you set. But just learn from it. Don't kill yourself about this.
So Des, as someone who relates to this guy, are you when a woman is talking to you and it's just like, what are we? Where is this going? What is your internal monologue? Really?
Of course not. Because the second you say,
no, it's serious.
Yeah, like what? What do you mean? What are we? Everything's going good. Why would you ask me what we are?
Why are you gonna make this more complicated?
Why does it matter what we are? If I'm treating you nice, if I'm not causing any problems, I'm there when you need me, and why do you have to ask me what we are? Why can't this just stay where it is? Because if I wanted it to be something, I would have made the move, and I would have been like, "Yo, we're together now." And I didn't do that, so obviously I don't want anything here.
So it's the fact that you like the company, you like the relationship, whatever it is, but you don't want that.
I don't like the title. Yeah, because the second the title is there, everything changes. And I know people don't like to believe that.
I do think it does in some situations. I definitely don't think it does in all situations. And sometimes it changes for the better. It doesn't always have to be a negative change when it does change.
It could change for the better. No, it can change for the better. But the way this started, I wouldn't see this changing for the better.
And also,
what do you mean the way it started? It started good.
They're to me, they're not even friends. It just sounded like they met and just kind of like Hugh said, let's just see where this goes without saying
She
it.
said, hold on, let me go back to the message.
She mentioned the word friends, but I don't think you're really
They
friends.
turned into good friends. That's
Finger
because
quotations.
they're pillow talking. They're having
They're
that
not
every
friends.
day. They're not
She
friends.
said,
They're
yeah,
not friends.
He becoming one of my
Of course,
closest friends.
you're not friends.
You don't go on
think
dates
so.
with your friends.
I
do.
do. I do.
No, you don't.
I definitely do.
You don't
I
go on
definitely
date.
do.
You're not friends then.
Of course you are.
You're not friends, but
yeah,
I don't
I've
care.
been on friend
If you guys,
He was like,
I don't. That whatever. That to me, that's just stupid. That
No, but
that's
it's
just
also
me.
it's
But you're
the
not
idea
friends.
of like the person that you date is also your best friend. That type of thing.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship, but if you're just friends, like you're my friend, you're my friend. You're not going on dates. That shit to me is stupid. But that's my opinion.
yeah, they weren't friends before this.
You weren't
Because if
friends.
they were, there would be lines of what this is and what it's not.
Exactly.
So the fact that there's a limbo means like, okay, you guys kind of met, flirted, and now you're seeing where it goes.
You don't
but
flirt
don't
with
wanna
your
say
friends.
anything. No, this is like a random guy. But he became a close friend because you're connecting. In 2 months, I'm talking to you, like I said, almost every day. Every day I'm telling you good morning. Of course, we're conversing throughout the day. So, of course, you're going to feel like, oh, wow, this is one of my best friends. When you meet someone, you tell them a lot about you. And because you're spilling everything out in a short period of time, you feel like, wow, we have a connection. That's really not the case.
Yes and no, because I've had that with people where it's like, wow, I'm really getting to know a lot about this person. A lot that I like, a lot that's whatever. But I don't feel that emotional connection with everybody that I've had that with.
No, it's
There's a
not
lot of
everybody,
people-
for sure.
like, you know what I mean? Because I could get to know you and get to know Hugh and be like, one of you guys, it's like, yeah, I feel a deeper connection with you, but it's not a romantic thing. I'm just like, yeah, I really know Des now. I know him really well. Whereas with Hugh, I could be like, wow, like, I'm really connecting with him and I'm really liking the person that I'm meeting and getting to know and like really emotionally, romantically
One
connecting.
person you have an attraction to, one person you don't.
Yeah, so I disagree with that. I've definitely have a lot of deep conversations with men, women, like a lot of deep conversations.
Every day? For a couple months?
Yeah.
Good morning and good night texts?
Well, I'm not a texter.
And that's what they're doing. They're
But
crossing
yes,
a boundary with
I've
no
had
guideline.
New girlfriends that I've met, and it's been like, oh my gosh, like the connection is
We're saying every day.
right. And then we talk every day. There's this girl I used to work with her so we would see each other every day. We'd talk on the phone, like we would hang out outside of work, and it was like as a friend, and I really connected with her, and I had that with men as well, like guys that it could be romantic, but it's like no, it's just like, you know, you meet this person and you like them as a person. I'm
telling you, with most guys, they're not doing it to get you as a friend.
I can spill my whole beans to you and feel absolutely no ways. We can talk every day.
Look, I'm gonna be. I've said it before. The best way, the easiest way, guys to use to get pussy is just to lie and just tell you what they think you want to hear and be vulnerable with you and all that stuff because they think that's what they're supposed to do.
So you guys think maybe on this guy's end it was,
who knows? I don't know.
like kind of one-sided?
I do believe so.
Probably.
I believe that he really felt like, okay, she knows what this is and I can do whatever I want. So now that I'm entertaining somebody else, for you to be like, wow, you're not spending any time with me? We're not together. What are you talking about? I can do whatever I want to do. What are you complaining about?
Yep.
And she's going to be like, what? Like,
What? No.
And at the end of the day, he's just going to be like, okay, then, like, you're just like everybody else. You pretended you weren't, but you are, because you, in your mind, are thinking relationship.
Because she didn't want to rush things, all of a sudden.
But if she didn't want to rush things and she was like, you know, he can do whatever he wants, that's cool. I really don't care. Then that's one thing. But if in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't want to push things because I don't want him to be upset, but you really do want this guy, then you're lying to yourself.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Exactly. I will agree with you 100%. Because if you know what you want in your mind, and
yeah, because that's what you're doing. She's clearly because like
damn,
because
okay, Tory Lanez, like there's a lot of shots.
Hey, don't go for my guy, huh?
that guy.
What? No, you don't.
I love his rap. He's great. His career shut off. Getting canceled was the best thing.
You hardly love anyone, so the fact that you said you
I'm
love his
not
rap,
actually love, but you know what I mean. I like his rap. He's good. Great. Very underrated.
Yeah. Candace, honestly,
it is what it is, dude. Take your L and move forward.
When he messages you, don't. It hurts. It sucks. You feel like, wow, I'm an idiot. But like Hugh said, you just learn from it and do better next time.
Learn.
Candace, I guess the best advice I have for you as a woman is just listen to these guys.
Don't
take what you know, learn from it, and like understand. The only thing I disagree with is that it's her fault. If she didn't know better, she can't do better. But now she knows better. So
a level
now,
of it is your fault.
I get what you're saying, but I don't see it as like blame to be placed. I just think it's like a lesson learned, unfortunately. Well, when you say fault is blame, right? Well, the fault is on her.
Whatever. It is. I'm
the fault in our stars.
I'll give you the honest reality. Part of it is your own fault. It is what it is. Learn from it. Learn from it.
Yeah.
Don't become.
Also, I mean, yeah. So now that you know that, like, even if you feel like it'll be a turnoff, if you reach that certain point with a guy and you see it going down that path and that's what you want, just have the conversation. Like, where is this going? Like, what do you want? Are you looking for a relationship? Are you looking to just chill? And then once you know what he wants, you can figure out if it aligns with what you want. Because it seems like that's where you, like you said, shot yourself in the foot. So
multiple times, probably. And no, the biggest.
Because you sound real cool. You sound smart. Look, Hugh was
losing it over there.
What was the word?
What?
Adoration.
Yeah.
He was like, "Damn, girl."
I'm not losing it. I'm fairly calm right now.
What? No, like in a good way. When we said the word, when Joe said adoration,
yeah, it was a great word.
Yeah,
so
that's,
she's the reason.
A smart.
Yeah, so that's why I'm holding you to even higher standard because you're not dumb.
No, I'm saying
you're
it's
smart.
a good thing, Hugh.
So one word, she's smart.
Yeah, but clearly adoration. That's a fucking fantastic word. But like, obviously, you're not dumb.
One word.
You're not a dumb person, obviously, using those beautiful fucking eloquent words. But like, no, you learn from it. Don't become one of these bitter chicks that are like, "Oh, men are the same." Yeah, don't become one of those girls. Don't.
I will end it with Candace. This is how I personally feel now, and it's crazy that I'm going to say it like this. It's not crazy, but I will say that as a young woman, especially any women, I feel like you guys need to understand that you guys are the prize. However, you're not holding yourself as the prize. If you hold yourself as the prize, men will be like, whoa, you will separate the weak from the strong. You'll separate the guys who are serious and the guys who are not. Because if this is going on and you stop talking to him immediately and you're like, look, I thought this is what it was. This is not what it is. I don't have time for this. He's going to be like, oh shit. Like, fuck, did I mess up? Like, where did I go wrong? Because that woman who came to me and was like, this is what I want. If this is not what it is, I'm not here for it. The men who are intimidated by that, you now know that this guy is weak and it would not have worked anyways. So hold your head up and be stronger than you're acting.
Don't let the prize thing inflate your ego and become arrogant.
You're the prize, man.
No, I don't like the whole prize bullshit.
No, but you know what? The way you describe that, Des, like, that resonates with me because with multiple people, it's been like, you know, you're not in the greatest situation, but you're trying to be so understanding to the other person's situation that you're just like
losing yourself in the middle of it.
Right, you're like, oh, it's okay, even though like you're being hurt. Like if you like, you know what I mean? And that's been like a pattern that I have done. So when you said it to her, I'm like, wow. I'm like, girl, listen, Candace, we need to take notes sometimes. But I also agree with Hugh. Like, I don't think that we should be walking around like our shit don't stink. But I do think everyone needs to carry themselves as if they are the prize because you need to see your own value. Because if you don't, no one else will.
That was a great note to end it on.
Thank you. You didn't like the prize thing.
What? No, I just think the whole prize thing can inflate your ego and you become very arrogant, and that just turns off people too.
Not everyone.
I'm just, it's a whatever.
I know, but not someone who speaks so eloquently as you put it. She seems like she has a good head on her shoulders. It's not going to get too big. We have another question from Dawntree. That's a mouthful of a name. Cool name. Dawntree. Is that a girl or a guy? It's a guy.
It's a guy. Dawntree. Yeah. That's a cool name.
So, and he says
Dawntree.
Oh, okay. He says
Dawntree.
Oh my god. He says this is a survival question.
Oh, that name, that's a powerful name. Of course it's going to be a survival question.
The question is, if
question.
the three of you were in a room with 3 zombies, would you survive? And
I
how?
would.
No, would we
I'm
survive?
speaking for myself.
No, it's not.
Can I go first?
It's not everyone, but like Hugh-Gene. Yes, you can go first, but damn, Hugh.
What?
Go ahead, Des.
Joe, you might be left out on this one because as soon as you read the question, instantly, I'm like, whatever Hugh says, I'm doing.
Yep.
If Hugh says, Des, go to that door and don't move till I tell you, I am at that door and I ain't moving till Hugh. Zombie could be grabbing my leg. Hugh, tell me when. I will. Like,
bye, bitch. You're the bait.
That's crazy. I would take it too. Save yourself.
3 zombies? What kind of zombies are we talking about?
I immediately think Walking Dead.
Okay, then we're fine. The fuck?
Or like if it's like
the 28 days later zombies, you're on your own.
Are those the ones that run
Those
fast?
are the running ones. You're on your own.
Well, first of all, we're in the room.
We're in a room,
them,
Hugh.
We're
You're on your own.
He's looking at you in
You
your
guys
face.
are bait for me.
But
I'm
how
gone.
would the 3 of us survive together?
Who said there's 3? There's 1, and that's me.
He said the 3 of us.
No. I see he picked his side.
Why do you think I got this pen right
Here's
here?
what we will do. We will
stab.
That's my pen,
push.
bitch.
Yeah, and whose hands is it in? Mine.
You couldn't even write down shit without.
Yeah,
that.
I don't
Never
need to
mind.
write. It's a stabby stab.
First of all,
I'm joking. By the
Des,
way.
I don't want you to look at me now because now that Hugh said he would, he would use you as bait. And
no, he said both
himself.
of us. I was fine with him using me and you to escape, but he said no, both of you. That's what I didn't like.
But now you're turning to me like, Joe, we're in it together. Nah,
I was fine being the bait. I was fine being the bait.
I would rather die than be someone's last resort. Let me tell you, I am the prize. Okay, if you're not gonna put me first,
you're the prize to be eaten. Thank you for knowing what you are. You're the prize for the zombies.
I think the 3 of us could.
Yeah, we can all survive. If it's 28 days later zombies, we're all kind of fucked because those zombies are crazy. Just one will fuck us up because they're super strong. If it's like Walking Dead zombies, we're good.
Walking Dead zombies, if it's 3, like even I could, just stab them in the head. Like they move slow. Like get an axe, chop them down.
Where are you getting an axe from?
He didn't say what room we're in. I'm not thinking like this particular room.
This square room.
This square room.
Kingsley.
Oh no!
I know you didn't like that.
I would
jump.
sooner,
You jump before you send King.
1,000,000%.
You don't have a choice.
This past weekend, we were sitting by the fire, and he was like in my arms sleeping, and like the wind blew the fire straight towards us.
And you're like, no, take
my
me
instinct
instead.
was to cover him, and I'm like, oh my god, I could have just really got severely burned. Like it was really bad. Hugh, your name came up this weekend because I was like, damn, Hugh would be so disappointed because it was 5 black people and 1 Mexican.
No,
and
I'd be disappointed.
Because, the first night we were able to start the fire, I think it was our second night there. But the third day, Saturday, it rained, it poured all day. So then when it came to try to do the fire Sunday, like
they didn't get it.
The wood, there was wood that was there, and then we bought wood, but it was, when the wind blows and it like blows the rain, so the wood it wasn't soaked, but it was a little wet.
It was wet wood. You can't do anything.
Right. So we were trying to do everything. Like
you could have called me. Could have called me.
You were gonna drive 2.5 hours.
I'm not gonna drive.
I'll just tell you what to do.
No, I'll tell you what to do.
What would you have suggested to do?
It's too late. Doesn't matter now.
No, but seriously, because
get dry wood.
I'll tell you what we did.
Get dry stuff in the get paper. There's multiple things you can do.
Yeah, we tried. It would just the paper was. Is there a dog outside yipping like that? Oh my god.
Shave down the wood. There's multiple things you can do.
Nobody had anything to shave it down with.
You have a knife? There's no knives in the house?
Yes. First of all, it's a rental. We're not going to use their knives. But
we
they were
put
also very dull.
Wood in the oven.
You could actually have done that.
We didn't think about that. But we were trying to burn like paper. We went to like the garbage and like certain things that, were...
Did you use big blocks? Did you try to burn the big blocks or the small ones? Did you go from small to big? Did you make a teepee?
Yeah. I know you got to get oxygen in it. I told them, we're going to fan the wood. Like, I was actually really good. I was like, you know what?
Google?
I've been prepared for this. I did. I even thought of like, we put the paper in between. The paper was just burning. Anything that was catching was just burning. And then
No, start. You just have to keep putting fuel to it.
The point is everyone was trying to contribute, but like sometimes people would throw like wet twigs on it or wet, like, and I'm like, no, this is damp, like we got to throw it off. And they're like, no, and I'm like, listen. So eventually I was like, I'm just gonna go get some fresh wood. So I got wood, I got kindling, and I also got some lighter fluid, and it still wasn't catching.
What was it?
One guy was throwing like the gasoline on it, and I was like, careful, and like it would light and then it would just like simmer down. Yeah. And it was because everything underneath was wet. Even though I did clear out the pit before we restarted, but it was right. But luckily our neighbors, they were also renting.
Yep.
the guy finally came over. He's like, honestly, like,
you guys are a shit show.
I've been watching you guys for hours,
he's
and
like,
this
my
is pathetic.
girlfriend has been telling me for so long to come help you guys.
These damn Negroes, they don't even know what they're doing. These jigaboos.
But because they came out and they literally just threw gasoline on it, and they went back and they started theirs in 2 minutes, and then we were out there for like maybe like an hour. But you know what? It was a good bonding experience.
That's
we really
good.
tried. But what he did, he went and got one of his logs, and it was like hot, like, you know, it was red. He put it underneath.
Yep.
And then we had lighter fluid, but the gas station I went to, they only had like a small one. He was like, you need more, and he just poured it on, and with the hot coal already, it caught and it went all night. But it was I was like, man, I failed. I was like, I should have known. I was like, I've known Hugh-Gene and other people way too long. Like, I remember
For not know how to do this.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm never the one to do it.
Yeah.
You know, but like, oh well.
Lesson learned.
But no, so I would take a note from your book, Des, and be like, well, when it comes to survival, I'm gonna look to Hugh. But also, I am very tactful, because out of anyone there, I did get the fire kind of going, but it was a mess because it was wet.
Yeah, zombie, don't look to me, because I will sit there and die. I don't even care.
Yeah, true. You would sit there and be like,
I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and escape only to die later.
The minute you hear like scratching at the door, you're done.
I'm sitting right there. That's it.
Whereas like he's thinking like, how can I fight them? And I'm like, how can we board up the windows? How can we like, who has a, you know what I mean? So I feel like me and he would be a good team, assuming he wouldn't just leave me for dead.
You heard his answer. It's not changing.
But I think 3 zombies in the room with us, I think we could take them.
Mm-hmm.
You know Muay Thai.
I'm not gonna get up close to zombies. They might bite me.
You have to.
Well, honestly,
Unless you have a gun.
I'm gonna use something like that keeps me distance. I'm gonna use that light post. I'm gonna use whatever keeps me
That's
distance.
not sharp enough. You gotta get them in the brain.
Yeah, blunt trauma.
Are we
I'm
in
a
this
strong
room?
son
So
of a
okay,
bitch.
so like say Des will
I'm gonna
lure
use
him,
this, the
and he's
mic.
like walking towards him, and you gotta get behind them and right in the back, the
Yeah,
soft
I know
part
that soft
in the
part
back
of the
of the head.
skull, side and the back.
why can't we just round them up and tie them up with all the cords we have?
No, we gotta kill them.
We can kill them after we tie them. They're not going nowhere. You guys
They're wasting too much energy doing it.
You guys are wasting energy.
No.
I have to you lure them in, so I'm gonna have to run around and lure them
No,
in.
you
then
don't.
tie
You just
them
have to
around.
stand there. They're
Hopefully
coming
they
to
don't
you.
bite me
You
while I'm
have
trying
to
to.
assume that they're all gonna come nice and
Exactly,
uniformly.
Walking Dead people. You know, they all come together. We just stand there, we wait, and then go, and we grab the cord, and we, you know, when you run when you're a kid and you just tie someone.
I know what you mean, but I think
Yeah,
what
it's
me
not
and Hugh
bad.
said was
No,
better.
that's okay. I'll just sit in the corner and die.
It's not horrible.
So
I'm the bait.
So maybe, yeah, but like we'll get them.
I'll
before
cut
they come
myself
to you.
to here. Take it. Come for me. Leave them.
They're not sharks. They're not attracted to blood.
Oh.
Like zombies don't sniff blood in the air and follow it. They
Oh,
will
really?
follow sound. Yeah.
Oh, so then we'll just be quiet.
Okay. Good luck for you.
Yeah, I'll fall asleep and they'll hear the snoring and it's over. I'm dead in my sleep. Yeah, you're right.
Hughes hollering,
Farting.
burping. But okay. Well, the question was, would we survive and how? I guess we gave a couple hows.
Yes.
We survive.
We would, by depending on Hugh and Joe.
Depending on what Hugh says.
Yeah. Depending on how he feels about us that day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah. All right, Hugh.
What?
Take it away, my friend.
Take it away. What am I taking? Fruit teams.
No.
Fuck me. Not fruit teams. What was?
Do the fruit teams. Go ahead.
Oh fuck. Okay, go back. Fruit teams.
Explain
All right,
what it
so
is, because I actually don't know what you mean by that.
It's literally just teams of fruit. Oh, dear God. I dropped the piece of paper. I'm a horrible news anchor. All right, so I wrote down, there was more teams, but yeah, I just didn't want to write all of them down. There's like 6 teams, but there's 3 teams. You got team 1, team 2, team 3, and which team would you be on? Right?
Okay.
You ready? You ready, guys? You ready,
Sure.
fuck faces? Okay.
What?
Team 1, watermelon, mango, green apple, blueberries, and lemons. Team 2, honey crisp apple. That's the red and white one. Clementine.
White?
Yeah. No, red and white. Red and yellow.
Okay.
Clementines, tomatoes, grapefruits, plums. Team 3, pineapple, orange, kiwi, raspberries, and green grapes. Which team would you be on?
One. I think I know which one, but can you go over each one again?
Team 1, watermelon, mango, green apple, blueberries, lemons. Team 2, Honeycrisp apple, clementines, tomatoes, grapefruits, plum. Team 3, pineapple, orange, kiwi, raspberries, and green grapes.
That's
Team 3, easily.
yeah. I was like, first of all, not team 2.
Not at all. Don't even know why Team 2 was
I
there.
was like, not team 2.
One, I was like, okay, I could work with that. I heard 2, I'm like, no. As soon as I heard 3, I'm like, yeah, 3.
Yeah, I think I'd also go with 3. 1 would be my next choice. They're close. They're close.
Why?
2 is not even in the running.
Why?
Why? What was Team 3?
Jesus Christ. Team 3, pineapple,
Instant, yes.
orange, kiwi, raspberry,
Yes.
green apple.
All of
green
those
grapes.
are excellent. All of those are
Green
excellent.
grapes are bomb.
Pineapple, come on now.
Kiwis are good. I'm not a huge fan of eating oranges, but I like orange juice.
We're not talking about juice.
We're just talking about the teams in
We're
general. So I'm
talking
like,
about
oranges are so good.
Talking
Can
about
hold
the
them down.
I saw a question that I never thought about.
What?
Orange. Did they come up with the word orange from the fruit, or did they name the fruit orange?
The color?
Yeah, what came first? The color of the fruit.
The fruit came first.
The fruit came first, and then they took
They're just
that.
like, fuck it.
That's the color orange now.
Pretty much. Probably
That's crazy.
Probably a girl came up with that because girls can see more colors and shit.
I
She's
thought
like,
the-
orange. And
I thought the
okay.
color would have came first, and then when you saw this fruit, you're like, "What do we call it?"
No,
Oh,
fuck it,
orange. It's
yeah.
orange.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Hey, look at that.
What would you choose? What team?
And why?
I'll probably take I'll probably take Team 1. I like watermelons and mangoes a lot.
I really like mangoes. That was a
like
big
green
factor.
apples a lot also.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When
The
you
Granny
started
Smith ones?
reading and you said watermelon and mango, I'm like, how dare he put these in the same category?
I like the
You're
top.
setting
thing.
up
I like
black
lemons
people.
also. I'm
I'm not a huge fan of
Like lemons,
watermelon like that, but it's such a diverse fruit because like you can like, it's good in like a lot of drinks and it's actually really good for you. Watermelon.
It's good
But
for your
I'm like,
pee-pee.
we're also, yeah, I've heard that watermelon's
for your
good dick
pee-pee.
food.
Good for your cock.
Oh boy.
It makes it quite hard like a watermelon.
So a couple weeks ago, I don't know if I said it on here, but my car tires were punctured from an angry civilian. Not important. We'll leave it at that.
Punctured. That's a nice way to
Thank you.
put it. Because I would say slashed.
And I took the bus for a couple days because I didn't care to get the tires changed. I was just like, you know what? Let it sit there, and I deserve this. So what I wanted to ask you guys, when and if you have ever taken public transit, what's the weirdest thing you guys ever seen? Like something that you just looked at and you're like, no. Like just no.
On public transit.
On public transit.
I've been fortunate. First of all, I hate taking public transit. Only because, like, Canadian winters, I don't like standing and waiting for the bus. It's not so much taking the bus that I hate. It's the waiting, the transferring. Like, you know, whereas, like, a bus is not going to take you directly to your destination.
Yeah, you gotta walk and yeah.
And, like, yeah. So, that's why I was over it. And then also, like, trying to carry groceries on the bus.
The worst.
Yeah, so I was like,
I commend those mothers.
no, because even before I had my car, I would
Let's get a cart.
I would bus to the, yeah, but it depends on what you have. Sometimes it's still also heavy. What if it's in the middle of winter? The cart won't roll down the thing because the snow. Like,
It is what it is.
I would always just bus to the grocery store and then just call like a cab or an Uber or something. But
Taxi.
no, I didn't see anything too crazy like in person. Obviously you see lots of videos and stuff online of like craziness happening, but I think for me it would just be like random like fights, but it was always like when I was going to school, like high school kids, and like, you know, a couple guys are fighting, but it was always like students, not like random people. I don't think I really seen anything that crazy on the bus in person.
I haven't seen anything great. Just like you.
Really?
I've taken the bus for a long time too, and like, yeah, just a typical either like the crying person in the corner, like, or just like the person that's not all mentally there, or yeah, just fights.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen like a random yelling at another random person, like not high school students, but like not a fight that's broken out. It's just like the one person I don't know. Maybe it's like, oh, you can't sit there. That's one of the wheelchair seats. And then the person gets mad and they're trying to start a fight. But the other person's not like engaging, you know? It's just like, you know, whatever. Okay. So that's all. You've seen some things?
Oh, yeah. I've seen like an actual fight where the guy was going to stab the other guy. Really? And I had to walk over there and be like...
Is that on the 54?
The 54 bus sucks. No, it wasn't. And I was like, guys, like, come on, like, relax. Like, we're all just trying to go home.
Was that at Kennedy Station?
No, it was actually at Eglinton. I've seen somebody masturbate on the bus, like a guy just going at it.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. Like,
wait, like, was he trying to cover up?
No, like his dick was out in his hand. He had his phone in his hand, and he was just beating his thing in the back of the bus. And people would start to walk, and then they would look, and like you see what he's doing, and they just turn around.
My friend saw a girl jerking off on the bus.
I've never seen that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Just two young couples in love.
Wait, the woman was doing it to the man.
I hope so.
You said two young couples, so
yeah, guy, girl.
So one.
No, that's couple. One couple.
A couple is two.
Yeah, one couple.
So I was like, what is this, an orgy in the back? You said two young couples.
Jizzy, what are you doing, bro?
I've seen people have sex. I've seen people have sex in the back. I'm pretty sure they were having sex. I'm not gonna say 100%. But the girl was sitting on the guy's lap, and
they're fucking.
The faces were being made.
They're fucking.
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah. I've come across those faces.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Yeah, but like, was she moving?
Yeah. But it wasn't like an obvious move. It was like probably you know when they just do a little, nobody can notice. Yeah,
yeah, and then the bus goes over a pothole and it's
Ah, you broke my cock.
Oh my god. That would hurt.
It could happen. Yeah.
It did happen. I've seen it in a porno.
Oh, I thought you said to you.
Oh god, no.
That can ruin your dick forever.
Yeah.
Not forever, but like it'll heal eventually.
No, your dick can be fucked forever.
It broke like his.
I know it like cartilage kind of like pops.
Yeah, your dick can be screwed forever.
Yeah, I know. I've heard.
I was reading a.
Jeez,
but it can also heal.
It can heal, but I'm just saying the chances of it being fucked.
I've heard
forever.
Sometimes when it heals, it's a little like curved. Yeah. Like, you know, in the
sometimes it's just curved.
No, sometimes it is.
Got a banana cock.
Curved.
Hey, nothing's wrong with that.
I was reading about a 57-year-old man who won the lottery, and this story is a little bit strange to me that nobody seems to care and nobody seems worried. And when I say nobody, I mean the police. So, 57-year-old man wins the lottery. However, he cannot claim his money because he won $84,000.
Okay.
And he could not claim his money because he forgot his social insurance number, and he doesn't know where whatever the card paper is. Fine. The last time he was seen, he was at the bar, and he was with his friends. And then 5 days later, they find him in like the water in a lake by his boat, but the lottery ticket in his pocket. And they're like, okay, well, we feel like maybe he wanted to go on his boat and he fell and hit his head. And I'm like, that's it. That's it. They didn't question nobody. They didn't ask nothing. They just like, okay.
Maybe because he had the ticket. Like if the ticket was missing, maybe they would have reason to
to me, even if he had the ticket, it's like maybe it was them arguing and he was like, I don't have the ticket. And then somebody got frustrated, bust him in his head.
For $84,000? How broke are these people?
People would do it for $10. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
For $10? Murder.
That was in the commercial. You don't remember?
No.
For a Klondike bar, they're like, would you kill a man? And the guy looks and he looks left and right, and then he comes off screen and all he hears, ah!
Really?
Yeah,
no, I don't remember.
It was a great commercial. I loved it. But yeah, I'm like, that's crazy to me.
It is suspicious, but do the rest have alibis? Because you said it was 5 days later.
They didn't ask nobody anything.
They probably just did an analysis.
They just found the body and they were just like, oh, exactly. What's I was gonna say puncture. What's the word?
Slash?
No. When you hit your head.
Concussion?
No. What is
blunt force trauma?
Oh, when you hit somebody really hard in the head,
yeah, it's blunt force trauma.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess that's it.
What do you? I don't know. What?
Yeah, we'll go with What? Blunt force trauma.
Like the worst.
And they just assumed like he hit his head. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, okay, yeah, he fell and we have blood on this pole, and it was just like, oh yeah, we're assuming this is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's crazy.
It's not worth
I
it.
hate that.
Where was this?
Michigan.
Yeah, man, it probably happens all the time. Guys get drunk on Lake Michigan or whatever, or Lake
5 days.
Lake Erie, and he just tripped. And he's like, oh man,
5 days. There was no missing persons
reported.
And
for 5 days.
Yeah,
he's probably in the buttfuck middle of nowhere too. If he's in Michigan, he's probably in like buttfuck middle of nowhere in Michigan.
Everybody is somebody.
No,
people don't know you're missing.
water?
You had friends.
Yeah, it could be Lake Erie. It could be
your friends aren't like, yo, where's my friend?
No, most guys
No,
when they.
some people
How old was he?
57.
Yeah, most
talk
guys
to
at
him
that
every
age.
day.
Most guys at that age don't have friends. A lot of guys that are old don't have.
I'm gonna have my friends forever.
Hopefully, most guys, yeah, when they get where guys a lot fail a lot of the time. That's why like this suicide rate. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to dark road. That's why the suicide rate tends to shoot up around that age. Because a lot of times when they retire,
just lonely.
Yeah, a lot of the time they retire and they don't really keep up with their friends because they're always working and shit, so they don't really have any friends. That's why there's just saying retirement's the killer of men.
And they're alone because they
other
women who ask them.
You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want to be honest with themselves. Maybe
you should have just gotten in that damn relationship and you wouldn't be alone.
Exactly, stupid.
Wouldn't be in the river.
Well,
I shouldn't say that about him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Plus it was a
a lot of time like their only friend is like their wife, so only hang out with their wife. But you need other friends and stuff. But no, that's why the suicide rate shoots right up. There's like it's high at like the low 20s, and I think it's high in the 20s, and then around retirement ages it shoots right back.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's why it's really important for guys to keep in contact with your friends, especially as you get older too.
It's good for everybody,
but guys especially if you do a horrible job at it.
And the thing is, I know like when you hear about a situation where someone is suicidal, they often do feel isolated. They feel lonely, even if they have friends around them. They feel like they don't have people to talk to. So it's like, like isolation is really bad.
Being that old
Loneliness
of a guy
kills.
And him being that old, he's not going to talk to you. He's not going to tell anybody. Not yet. Well, I'm talking about not that guy because he didn't commit suicide. Well, who knows? But like he didn't commit suicide. But I'm talking about in general, a guy that old of the baby boomer generation of like. They're not going to talk about that shit.
I went to go have breakfast the other day, and there's 2 old men behind me. Ooh. And I love to eavesdrop in people's conversation because I could no longer see. So I just have to listen. And you don't like that one, I'm sorry. And
you can't read lips.
He was just, I can't.
Daredevil.
Can barely read the menu.
Are those eggs? No, sir, that's ham.
And the guy was just saying, he's like, oh, yeah, he was talking about his daughter. I don't know how old she is, but he was just like, yeah, I'm trying to teach her to know that she's beautiful and, she just cares so much about the way she looks, and it's not about looks. We don't care about looks as men. We care about personalities and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, Grandpa, you got it all wrong now. That's why she ain't listening. That's why she's not
Grandpa,
listening.
you care about personality because looks don't matter to you anymore. You're just going to take what you can get, buddy.
Yeah, I did want to...
Yeah, you're telling the wrong... We care about your looks first, personality.
I did want to say something.
Sir, you're lying to your daughter.
Buddy, hey, sorry, I don't mean to interject.
As a young man, we care about how your daughter looks at first.
Let me see a picture of her.
She's gonna die alone.
Hugh.
Reality.
Oh boy.
You guys are horrible. You know that, right?
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
No, I also agree because that's what it is now. But
your daughter's not a looker, son.
The delivery. You don't know.
He said your daughter's not a looker.
I'm gonna go.
Probably cute.
Nah, I doubt it. I'm gonna go by how old he's probably. How old he?
Oh, he was like
in his 60s.
Yeah, late.
If
50s,
he's going to the diner, hanging out with his friend, talking, he's probably in his 60s.
They're at Markham Station. Yeah.
Okay, he's old.
Yeah,
he's old.
Yeah.
So his.
She has good food.
But I'm talking. I know old guys like that.
Yeah,
that's. I'm old because I would do that shit when I'm old.
You're about to say I'm an old guy like that.
I'm not far away from that. My mind's there. So I'm gonna go with his daughter's probably in her 20s.
That's
to 30s.
what I was thinking.
She's
too.
not probably a looker.
I didn't want to say that.
I'm sorry.
I feel like maybe she could be like, where it's like she's finding herself, and she can dress very cute, and you're like, oh my god, you look so good. By the way, women, I think that's very insulting for people to come out of nowhere and be like, oh my god, you look so good. On a regular day, that means you don't look good in my eyes. Because when people are like, Des, you look nice. I'm like, please, I do this all the time. Come on.
I look nice all the time.
Like, come on. Let's be for real.
Have you seen me?
I also think that if you see someone and they do something that they don't normally do, like if they always wear...
But I find that insulting. It's like, I have to do all of this for you to acknowledge that I look good. I don't like that.
Sadly, yes. Sadly, that's sadly the truth. But I get what you're saying.
But it's also not about like makeup and hair and everything. Sometimes someone just like literally like you can tell that they're glowing. Like they just look good. Like they look
you're
happy.
You must be pregnant.
Look at you. You're happy today. We've never seen you smile.
Wow.
Suck my dick.
Really saying this to get it right. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think I get where you guys are coming from, but I think for the most part it's usually well received. If you unless you're like, wow, you look good today, because usually you look like trash. You look like you got hit by a bus. But today,
but that bus was actually a dumpster.
Normally, you're pretty fucking ugly.
Did you shower today? You look like you showered. Like that's rude.
Your hair doesn't look as greasy today.
It's like, wow, your hair looks so nice. It's not greasy at all. Oh, you know what? Jamaican people love to do that. Like, give a compliment, but it's like backhanded. Like, oh, your hair looks nice and clean.
You
not
finally,
dirty like it usually does. You finally wash up yourself. Oh, okay. But
I've never gotten that.
That's how they give. They give compliments, but then it's like,
I've gotten compliments by Jamaicans. Not like that. Just compliment.
Good. So they're the nice ones.
Nah, I'm just pretty.
You tell them. Let your hair down.
Arrogance.
Okay, we always talk on the podcast about you. Well, I was gonna call you Des. Sorry, Hugh. You'll always be like, oh, well, you know what? I smelled my pits today. And it's like after work, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like me being like, oh, Hugh, you smell great today. You showered?
I'd be confused. If I just came out for work, I'd be like, you're fucking full of shit.
No, but it's the shadiness of it. Of like me implying that you smell good only because you...
I'll throw something back at you because that shit doesn't really faze me. So I'll be like, nah.
I'm not saying it phases you. I'm just explaining how they
I know. I get it. I've heard it before.
Yeah.
I've seen it in person. And it's like, you're kind of a cunt. You're
it's like
projecting.
Being like, oh, Des, you have beautiful eyes. Too bad you can't see out of them, but they're beautiful.
That's all right. Let these ladies
I can't see them.
On that note,
what do they look like? Describe them to me, please. What are they? Are they brown? I forgot.
Somebody told me that like they don't like looking at me, and this was in college. She was like, I don't like looking at you because all I see is black, and it scares me.
What?
Like in my pupils, she doesn't see the white part around. All she sees is like just the black.
All I see is the demons.
No, you see the white part, but when you get squinty, then it's not. You're
I
like,
still
that's
see
all
the
the
white
time. No, I can see it. Even from here, I see the white part. But I do like when you then it.
Well, now I just don't see anything. No, you don't see anything.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, when his eyes are open, he doesn't see it.
Okay, all right. Get it?
What do I look like, guys? I forgot.
Please tell me.
But yeah, okay. I know, Des, you've had enough. No more passing out. We're done. No more drugging yourself.
I'm gonna say we are done for Mondays. I can't do that Mondays.
No. See, and that's the thing. Are you gonna throw out that weed oil?
God, no.
And you know what's funny? When you initially called me and you were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," he called me at like what 1
a.m.
1 a.m. 1:30 when he got up.
I woke up and I thought I was blind. I gave up.
You were.
I was like,
he said he had to feel his way to the bathroom.
I opened my eyes and all I saw was like just everything blurry, and like I know the light is on because I even fell asleep with the light on and everything.
That's how I know if I go to sleep high if my light's on.
And I'm like, this is it. Like I can't see. So even to like call Joe, like I went pee, I washed my face, I still couldn't really see. So I'm feeling I got my phone. I already know how to unlock it without seeing it, and you know I know where the call is. And I just type people's name in. So I know 5, 6. And her name is the first name. Boom. And that was it. And then after a couple minutes, I'm like, I can see clearly now.
Now you know it wasn't the weed oil that the problem was. Weed oil was getting you, then the edibles probably fucked it up.
And then being tired on top of that.
That night, what he did was, when he apologized, he said he had 1 drop.
Oh, yeah, I definitely lied.
And then a couple days later...
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
A couple days later, he called me, and he was like, it was 2 drops. And I was like, Des, you said it was 1. He was like, well, it was 1 and then a little. Like 1 and then
of course he's going to lie about it. He just want to deal with the shit.
And then later in the conversation, he's like, yeah,
okay,
gummies.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't just like one. I was like,
because
that's
I was like, one drop is crazy.
Because I've taken strong oil, like 1,000 milligram oil before, and taken one drop, and I've been like fine. So I knew it was edibles.
When he told me the one drop, I was like, you need to get rid of that. Never.
I was gonna actually when you told me that, I was thinking to myself, like, where did you get that?
They sent it to me by accident.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't supposed to have it
At all.
That's why
I would
was
never
like,
even
don't
bought
play
that.
around
Oh, it
with
was one of
that.
those websites from like Vancouver.
BC, yeah.
Oh, okay.
BC, Vancouver is in
Yeah,
BC.
BC, Vancouver.
Oh, is it?
All
Yes.
same shit. Oh. All just a bunch of hippies. Hey,
But
man.
yes, anyway, so no more of that. I honestly don't recommend.
Just be
doing it
more
at
wary
all.
of it.
I just have to
But
figure
you know
out
what?
what
Some
I'm
people prefer to smoke because you can gauge how much you're
Yeah.
intaking better than an edible.
Well,
Edible, you can. You just have to be more.
This
And it's
past
crazy.
Weekend,
I
there
prefer
was,
legal edibles than illegal ones because I know.
This past weekend there was a lot of marijuana, a lot of it. I don't smoke, so I was, just sipping on my alcohol, whatever. But it was so much and it was like some people had stuff that was like kind of like an upper, but some people had stuff that was like, you got to do this before bed because you are going to space. Like we had a joke where this one girl, the stuff that she was rolling, we're like, that's gonna take you to the astral plane. Like she's gonna go to the moon and back and find the answers in the stars and come back with all, like, it was crazy stuff. And like people who can smoke like pretty well were still getting really messed up from it. So just be careful. That's all I gotta say.
I'll try.
You would have loved it. You would have been in the astral plane too.
I would have been dead.
I don't think would have liked it.
No, I can't. Anyways,
You
I'm
would have
sober
liked.
October.
You would have liked.
I
No,
wouldn't have done
just hypothetically. I'm not
No,
saying
I'd be great with
specifically.
it. I'm
Stuff that's that
yeah,
potent.
because I'm disciplined with my weed. If you tell me like this is outer space, I'll be like pop, 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 and then I'll wait. Okay, pop, 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 pop. Okay, I'll wait, and then I'm fine.
And then the people who don't like to smoke had edibles.
That's
But like it was the
kind of stupid, but okay.
No. Some people, because
I want to be high the whole day.
No. It was like one of those like little gummies. It was like a government controlled.
Like a 5 milligram.
I don't know how much it was.
That's probably a 5
But it was
milligram.
just like a little,
It's either 2.5 or
because
5.
she doesn't like to smoke because it really bothers her throat.
My throat hurts. Oh, my jaw hurts.
Oh my god.
My jaw hurts. My jaw hurts. I can't do it anymore. My throat hurts too.
On that note,
I can understand that because I feel like smoking would kind of make your throat feel like burning.
Oh, it hurts. My throat's sore. Stop going so.
So some people would prefer like a little edible that they know what it is and how it'll affect them.
are you
as
just
opposed
ignoring
to,
him? Is that what it
Oh,
is?
100%.
Because you never do. You never do. And I was like, just ignore it. Let him do it.
I can't.
But guess what?
I'm still.
That enables me to keep going. You fucks. You lose.
It's literally a lose-lose. I ignore him.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
hurt.
that can be harder.
I acknowledge it. He's like, yes, got her. And he still keeps going. So it's like, whatever. At some point, I just gotta, But yes, as Des said, on that note, we have reached the end of this episode. If you guys are still listening, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Don't forget to go to iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, leave us a little review. It really does help us out. We would appreciate it if you do it. Tell a friend about the podcast. Put your friends on. Come on. We are available on pretty much any platform, so it doesn't matter where they want to listen to us. All major platforms, you can find us. And we upload new episodes every single Tuesday. So, with that being said, we will see you next Tuesday.